My name is Alize Morris, a secure party creditor under the UCC-1 filed in Florida. American National being held in custody in Gulf County. I'm the agent of the said principal.
Who wrote that for you?
I did.
Why do you need to read it if you know what you're talking about?
Just memory.
Okay. Tell me what the 14th Amendment says.
All right, buckle up, because this one starts exactly the way you think it's going to. A man stands up in court and introduces himself, not as a regular defendant, but as...
Mr. Morris, I know Mr. Hill was representing you in the 23174 case. You're here for an arraignment on the 24 CF49 case. Has your financial circumstances changed?
No, sir.
All right, I'm going to appoint the law officer here, Mark Sims, to represent you in the 24 case.
I can state this to the court.
You raise your right hand and...
Yes.
Now that Mr. Hill is representing you, you probably want to talk to Mr. Hill before you say anything. We're recording this proceeding, so anything you say may be used against you. But I'm listening to whatever you want me to consider.
I'm not real sure what Mr. Morris is trying to claim in that writing right there. Said he's not a citizen, and something about a secure.
My name is Alize Morris, a secure party creditor under the UCC-1 filed in Florida. American National being held in custody in Gulf County, which is not a 14th Amendment citizen of the United States, not a record. So documentation, which is official records. To state it, I'm the agent of the said principal.
Who wrote that for you?
I did.
Why do you need to read it if you know what you're talking about?
Just memory.
Okay. Tell me what the 14th Amendment says.
That you were considered a slave under the 14th Amendment.
That who's considered a slave? I'm not a slave.
No, the incarcerated person. If you commit a crime.
Okay. Doesn't say if you commit a crime.
Al Morris, secure party creditor under UCC-1, Florida American National. And I'm telling you right now, the judge's face says everything. You can already feel where this is headed. He's in custody.
Yeah.
That's not what it reads.
I got the 14th Amendment really wasn't in the book.
What book?
The book that we had in the back.
What book do you have in the back?
It's a law book.
What law book is it?
Florida statute book. Yes.
So the 14th Amendment isn't in the Florida statutes? That's because it's an amendment to the U.S. Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know what the 14th Amendment reads?
The 14th Amendment reads not off on the top. Not off.
Okay.
That's why I written.
What else do you want me to consider?
That I'm a secure party creditor under the UCC-1.
Tell me what the UCC-1 reads.
I wish I had my documentation in front of me to present it all the way. I wish I had someone here that was supposed to be here so I can have it.
I asked you who wrote that for you. You said you did.
I wrote it. Yes.
So do you know what you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell me what the UCC-1 reads.
It's the Uniform Commercial Code filed with the Secretary of State or within the entities under the contract with the Secretary of the State to maintain uniform commercial code records and database of judgment liens maintained by the Secretary of State.
Now tell me what UCC-1 reads.
It's a statement and it's a financial.
You don't know what the UCC-1 reads, do you?
Not on top.
You're not prepared. You're not prepared this morning with your sovereign citizen argument. You needed some additional time to prepare.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you some additional time to prepare your sovereign citizen argument. When do you want to come back?
I would ask that he's got two cases. I know one we've got already got the discovery on that I need to go meet with him at the jail and go over. Being at the jail, I can find time between now and May 9th to go to the jail and take care of that.
All right, Mr. Morrison, you come back. Usually when sovereign citizens come in the courtroom, at least they can recite from memory a lot of the stuff they travel under. So next time you want to come with your sovereign citizen argument, be prepared, okay? I'll listen to you, but be prepared.
Yes.
But you're not doing justice to your fellow traveling nationals who consider themselves sovereign citizens if you're not prepared to even articulate what the argument is, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you May 9th at 1:30.
Today.
Be prepared next time, all right?
Yes, sir.
It should have a constitution in the back so you can read the 14th Amendment and be able to tell me what it reads. And
what it says right here. What is state?
We're going to May 9th at 1:30.
Machine into a contract.
That's not a contract. That's giving you notice that you're
Yes,
going to come back.
Just making sure.
You're fine. I'm not going to query you about what a contract is, but we'll talk about whatever you want me to consider next time.
Got a pending case, and instead of talking about the charges, he launches into the sovereign citizen script. You know the one. The I'm not a 14th Amendment citizen routine. The I don't consent energy. And the judge? Calm, direct, zero nonsense. The judge looks at him and asks the most basic question imaginable. If you wrote that, why are you reading it? That right there, that's surgical. Because if you actually understand what you're claiming, you don't need cue cards. And then comes the moment that just cracks the whole thing open. The judge says, "Tell me what the 14th Amendment says." Silence. Hesitation. Suddenly, this confident, secure party creditor isn't so secure. He tries to say something about slavery and incarceration, and the judge immediately stops him. That's not what it says. Clean, precise, no theatrics, just reality. And here's the thing, the 14th Amendment is not mysterious. It's not hidden in some secret back room. It establishes citizenship and equal protection under the law. That's it. It doesn't create some loophole where traffic laws vanish if you call yourself a traveler. It doesn't erase criminal charges because you printed paperwork off the internet. But this man came in thinking he was about to out-argue the Constitution itself, and he couldn't even summarize the amendment he was attacking. And the judge? He's just getting warmed up. Now the judge pivots. Calm voice. Razor sharp. You say you're a secure party creditor under UCC 1. Tell me what UCC 1 says. And suddenly the energy shifts. The confidence drains. The defendant starts fumbling through buzzwords. Uniform, commercial code, Secretary of State, financial statement. But he can't actually explain it. He's repeating phrases, not understanding them. And the judge calls it exactly what it is. You don't know what UCC 1 reads. Do you? That's the moment. The whole sovereign script collapses. Because here's the truth. If you walk into a courtroom claiming you've unlocked some secret commercial code loophole that frees you from government authority, you better at least know what you're quoting. And he doesn't. The judge even gives him an opening. Do you need more time to prepare your sovereign citizen argument? That's not sarcasm. That's controlled discipline. He's basically saying, if you're going to bring this into my courtroom, at least do your homework. And then he delivers one of the most understated burns I've heard in a while. He tells him he's not doing justice to his fellow traveling nationals by being unprepared. That's the kind of courtroom line that doesn't need yelling. It just lands. The hearing gets continued. The judge tells him to come back prepared, and as the defendant tries to argue that a court date notice is some kind of contract, the judge calmly shuts that down too. That's not a contract, that's notice. Simple, clear, done. But here's what really sticks with you. This is what happens when internet legal theories meet a courtroom that runs on actual law. No yelling, no chaos. Just a judge who knows the Constitution, knows the statutes, and refuses to entertain fantasy arguments. And honestly, that's what makes it powerful. He didn't humiliate the man. He didn't explode. He just exposed the gaps. One question at a time. And think about this. Every minute of hearings like this costs time and public resources. Court staff, security, prosecutors, defense counsel. Real cases waiting behind this one. And instead of addressing the charges directly, we're debating whether the 14th Amendment secretly makes someone exempt from the law. It doesn't. You can believe in personal sovereignty. You can question government power. That's your right. But once you're standing in a courtroom facing charges, the rules apply. The Constitution isn't a magic escape hatch. It's the framework that gives that courtroom authority in the first place. This judge understood that. He didn't overreact. He didn't mock. He simply required the defendant to back up his claims. And when he couldn't, the performance ended. And that's the real takeaway here. Confidence without understanding collapses under questioning. every time.